Alright folks, we're gonna play some Caves of Qud right now. And yeah, so before we get into it, I've talked about this in the sort of pre-show thing. I got a new camera for projecting my face onto the video, and it's pretty good. It looks alright. So, you know, I've always used a shitty webcam, and now I have a proper camera, and you know, you never notice how bad something is until you see how it can also be. That's what this is now, actually. So yeah, and I intend to use this camera for more things than just as a face cam while streaming, because it can do that. And before I had just like this old, very old Logitech webcam, and it's not good, and there are no drivers for it anymore, so it just uses the generic Windows thing, so it doesn't actually record at the full resolution of the thing. It's all bad. But yeah, so that's my face, and now let's talk about the game. So I'm playing Caves of Qud, and as you can see, and probably already know because you clicked on the stream or the video, but so what I've done is I have again sort of pre-made a character. Not pre-made a character. I've created a character, and I've already done sort of the early game stuff, because I don't think you really need to see me doing Red Rock and the Rust Wells again, that kind of thing, right? So before we get into it, let me just quickly talk about the build that I'm using. It's one that I have used before, and that has been my strongest build. I just wanted to use something that I know works, just to get back into it, because I haven't really played Caves of Qud in about 2 months. So so what I'm playing here is, so the main tenets of this build is electrical generation as a mutation and multiple legs. Those are the main 2 mutations that we're using. And the skills that we need, the main important skills, are swipe and dueling stance. And I'm going to explain why. Yeah, swipe and dueling stance, that's actually kind of it. And tinkering, yeah, right. Tinkering and deploy turret. These are sort of the most important things. Reason being, we have electrical generation. Electrical generation allows us to discharge and do a strong melee attack. But that's not the main reason why we're using this. Electrical generation also allows you to charge items that need power, right? So, for example, that thing that we have here, the laser pistols. You can use electrical generation to power those laser pistols. So we can essentially just shoot them indefinitely, right? We can just shoot, and it doesn't deplete anything. Which is cool, right? The thing is, that only works if the item in question, the equipment item in question, has a modifier which is jacked, right? It needs to be jacked. Which is, yeah, a modifier, a mod, an item mod that you can learn to craft onto items, but it's pretty hard to get, because the item mods are not something you can learn without having a data disk, or like having someone teach it to you. And it's kind of tough to get, right? It's pretty unlikely that you actually find it. So that is where the normal skills here come in. So deploy turret allows me to use any ranged weapon that I find and make a turret out of it, right? And whenever a weapon is built into a turret, it gets the jacked modifier. And now the other thing that we need to do is we need to get the item off the turret, right? We need to disarm the turret, and that's where the long blade stuff comes in. Dueling stance and swipe. And if you can see here, swipe in dueling stance attempts to disarm them. Strength, save, difficulty, blah blah blah. The attack is guaranteed to hit and penetrate at least once. So we can disarm an enemy or whatever, even the turret that we've just built. And with that you can essentially easily add the jacked modification to guns, not to anything else, right? And that is a bit of, that's kind of the problem there. We want other things to be jacked as well, and for that we're going to have to learn that somehow. So I'm going to periodically check the villages, which is, you know, oh god, I got lost. It's fine, we're almost there. Not gonna fight those snapjaws right now. I'm gonna check the villages. There just happens to be a randomly generated village here. The outskirts of Natara, there we are. So we're gonna walk over here. I'm going to periodically check with the Tinkerers and see if they have the item modification, the item mod data disk that I want. I think the Tinkerer was somewhere over here. You? Are you the archive of this? Yes, you are. Nulling. It's not what I want, but I'm going to get all of them that I... Okay, and this one, it's a bit expensive. Sphinx Salt Injector is also pretty good, but they become hard to build, and they are mostly good when you use, when you are Trukin, so maybe not. But that's what we're gonna do. That's what the build is, and with that build, we're gonna play this. I do also have an Ezra recoiler that I randomly found, so we can easily get to Ezra, which is also nice. Do I have stuff to pay with? Yes, I do. Let's use a few books like that. Trade complete. And oopsie daisy. And that gives me this item mod. I also have a data disk for a... Oh no, that's nulling is Tinker 2. It's fine. 21 intelligence. We need 23 intelligence to get Tinker 2. That's okay. I also have a data disk for a programmable recoiler, which is pretty good. But yeah, that's that. That's what I'm doing. We could warp to Ezra real quick. But I think I did this just now. I think I did this before I ended my run, my not recorded part of this, and I was like, okay, I think I was just in Ezra, so the inventory will not have restocked. In any case, so essentially, in terms of main quest, what I did was I've just done Red Rock and the Rust Wells. There's a historic site here. I think we're just going to go there and do that, and then we go to Gridgate and do all that kind of stuff. But I went into the underground a bit in order to find those laser pistols. You know, I found myself a gunslinger, mysterious gunslinger, which is an enemy that drops these. And essentially, we now have laser pistols that we can just shoot indefinitely, forever, which is very powerful. As you can see, we're just disintegrating everything here. I mean, there's just desert canyons, there's not much going on here, right? But still, that's pretty good. That is, you know, that will take us a good bit into the game. One thing that I'm not super happy about is that this laser pistol has a beam splitter, which means it fires 3 shots, not just 1. The problem is that we might hit things with that we don't want to hit, so we need to kind of be careful about where we're shooting these. But you know, such it is. Okay, let's get ourselves a little bit of reputation here. But essentially, this makes us kind of... No, we just killed those 3 in 1. That's a different mutation. Discharge doesn't do that. Not on its own, at least. I'm kind of thinking what that might have been, but I'm not sure. There is something that does that, right, but I'm not... Okay, there's some ruins. Yeah, I can just murder those snapjaws right now. Let me just quickly check these piles of ashes. If we maybe get like some bracelets or something. Nope. But a discharge generally does not do that. Or like electrical generation generally does not do that. Discharge is also kind of cool to have as sort of a panic button. When you get engaged in melee by something that you don't want to be engaged in melee with, you can do a lot of damage at once with that. And that can be useful in some cases. And it's also pretty useful for starting out before you actually find energy weapons. You know, it takes a bit to find energy weapons in this game. And until then, you kind of, you know, you still need to murder things. And for that, the electrical discharge is actually pretty good. Actually pretty alright. What am I even doing? Let's just go here. Let's just do... This is the normal first historic site that we get from Joppa, so... Don't know if it's going to be particularly interesting, but we're going to see. Let me just quickly check. So there's another historic site here, and there's a lot over here in the high-level parts. Deadly with temporal fugue if your clones are all casting it. Yeah, the problem is that electricity also travels across entities, you know? So I don't know if you can actually... Having electrical generation does not mean you're immune to electricity. So I don't know if you would get hit, if you get hit by the arcs or not. That might be an issue with that. But yeah. Okay, just reducing everything to ashes here. So I don't know if you could actually be hit by the arc of the electrical generation by a clone. I'm not sure actually how the game works in that way. Like, you don't get hit by your own discharge, obviously. But you can get hit by electrical damage from other creatures. Like, you do still take the damage. It doesn't make you immune to it. Right? Like, the electrical resistance still matters. Okay, we can't do that, so we're just going to put that into triple jointed. Yes, indeed. All right. Again, we're just kind of tearing through this right now. Also with this build, it's kind of useful to get all of these. I like to have pistol, bow and rifle and heavy weapon with that. We don't have heavy weapon right now, but having heavy weapon can be pretty useful sort of in the mid game when you find like a chain laser. Having a jacked chain laser is pretty good for you know, and you find one in Gridgate once you get past Golgotha. But having a jacked chain laser will actually suit you pretty well for a lot of the game, like into sort of the early end game even. The strongest energy weapon in the game is a rifle. That's the phase cannon. It counts as a rifle, not as a heavy weapon. So for that, we would want to have at least steady hands, which this character build actually starts out with, so it's fine. And pistol is also pretty good, because having pistols and having stuff like the disarming shot, for example, and dead shot and weak spotter is actually also pretty awesome. That actually lets you do some real damage. So I like to go through the pistol tree, at least get these here. I don't think we need to go for empty the clips and fastest gun in the rust, especially because in the end game we're likely to use a rifle and not pistols anymore. But you get also the arc winders, which are also good. Those are pistols, and they do electrical damage, which is nice because that gets around armor, you know, that gets around armor value. So that is good against highly armored enemies. You know? It's kind of neat that we have equines here at the historic site. Because that will probably... We're still in the phase where we get experience for equines before level 20. So we can essentially use that to gain a whole lot of experience points and maybe get us closer to level 20. And they just drop like nothing from the laser pistols. So that's pretty good. And yeah, we're mostly going to rely on ranged with this build. We're not going to do... We're going to keep some melee stuff around just in case. So since we're doing a long blade, my goal is to get myself a ceremonial vibro Khopesh or two. And that is actually useful against certain enemies. But for the most part, we're going to use ranged. Okay, let me see. Oh, here I am. Let's explore this. Yeah. Like we have apes. And... Okay, that's a gentling cone. I do not want that. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies here that still give us good experience. So that's good. That's a good historic site. But yeah. That's essentially what I'm doing. Again, I haven't played the game in 2 months, so I don't know what's new. I don't think any major features have been added in that time, but, you know, a lot of, like, small things. We're gonna see. I don't know. I haven't read the changelogs, so... And there's a rifle turret. Can we hit that from here? Yes, we can. So let's go through. Finish that historic site, and then we're going to continue. You know, we can just take our time. You don't need to rush the main quest, essentially. It's fine. So with this build, essentially with playing this build, I have basically done everything you can do in the game. Like, I have gone to over 100 strata deep with that. There's a video on my YouTube channel where I go to... Where I think at 65 strata deep I recorded that video. And I kept playing that and got to like 120 strata deep or something like that. Yeah, they do. I'm pretty intrigued by that. I think they've made a lot of smart additions. Like the sort of all the deep jungle stuff and the what was that? The higher tier ruins, all that kind of thing. It's pretty awesome. But there's not, like, it maybe needs some more content essentially for that, right? Like, still, once you've done the Tomb of the Eaters, there is not that much more that you can do. Like, you can explore everything, you can go into the deepest depth of the underground, but... yeah. So, I'm pretty excited for the next leg of the story. I mean, there's all the hindrance stuff, and not hindrance stuff, the hindrance stuff and the stuff at the lake as well, which is kind of high-level stuff, arguably like beyond Tomb of the Eaters, but that's more side stuff, so yeah. I'm pretty excited for what they are cooking up next in terms of main features and content. Pretty happy with this game at this point. You know, I'm not playing it as much anymore because I feel like I've done most everything that is in this. Just tanking the hits here, which isn't the best strategy, but it works out. So that's okay. And there's an Aquimax. Let's shoot that from here. Not hitting super well, but that's okay. Sorry, had my mouse cursor on screen. Sometimes I don't notice that. Okay. But yeah. Caves of Qud is a good game, as it turns out. It's just like, you know... I still enjoy streaming it because it feels... you know, it's just a thing that I know very well. And that makes it comfortable and comfy to play. And that's why I still like streaming it, but maybe I'm not doing it as much as I used to. Play more other things. Okay, so now we have multiple legs to 10. We're gonna get triple jointed up, but I think I'm going to save up 4 points to get another mutation before we get to level 25. So we have 2 rapid advancements in electrical generation. Multiple legs is awesome, but multiple legs, I think it is enough to have that at 10. I don't think we need to get that up to 13. Triple jointed as well. Triple jointed is nice. It gives us a bunch of additional agility, but I think I'm going to get a new mutation before 25. And we're going to see whether we want to rapidly advance that or not. We're going to see. So I think the next points we're not going to put into triple jointed. We're kind of all right. We need 2 more agility to get the higher level agility things. But yeah, I think that's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. I'm not planning out my character in a very planned out way. I'm just, you know... I'm just making it up as I go along. I might want to go into shield. Right now I'm not using... Yeah, I'm dual wielding right now, but I think I'm going to go for shields. I think I'm going to go for shields. Once we get ourselves a higher level shield, that might actually be good. I think I'm going to do that. I could also dual wield. I'm not... I'm gonna have to think about that some more, but... Nah, I'm not gonna dual wield. We're doing mostly... Shield is gonna be better, because we're doing most of our damage with ranged. I'm not even doing melee all that much, so... Stupid. Stupid me. We're doing shields. We're doing shields. Oh, there's the boss man. Gahith Thamer, legendary Aquamax and leader of the Sora of Terror Flock, Jesus. Hated by urchins and hated by the villagers of Ekarvash. You know what? Being good with urchins is actually... Oh shit, it can mind thunder. That's not good. That is actually not good. Let me try to kill you before you... Oof, wow, that was rough. That was rough. Like, having a strong enemy that can mind thunder is bad. We didn't have anywhere to go here, so we needed to kill it before it could kill me. I think it would have been like 2 more turns until my mind would have been exploded. Whew! Folks, I had a bit of a close call here. That would have been funny. That would have been funny if after all my talking here, that run would have ended here. Wow. Yeah. Mind-sundering boss character with a lot of health. That's rough. So if you don't know what that is, Mind-sundering does damage continually over 10 turns, and after all those 10 turns, it does all the damage that it has done to you up until that point again in 1 turn. And usually that's enough to kill you. Usually that will just drop you. Like even once you have a lot of health. So yeah, that's scary. And the only way to stop that, you can't duck behind a wall or anything, because that's not how the psychic thing works. That goes through walls. So there's only 2 things you can do. You can change the map. So if you change the map, like go down or upstairs, or like, you know, go to the corner of the screen and change, that works. That's one way to do it. The other way is to kill the creature, right? That's the only thing you can do, but we were not within 10 turns of changing a map there, so we had to kill the thing within 10 turns. I think it took me like 8 or something. So, whew. Okay, that's a gun, but I think that is a rifle. +2 willpower. Like, that's a generated item. It's not good. It's not a great one. We're going to pick it up anyways. Oh, it has infinite penetration, though. What do you load it with? Oh, that's lead slug. I think it's a musket. It does have infinite penetration, which is... So it will hit anything, even if it has armor. Huh. That's pretty interesting. I don't think we're going to use it, but we're going to find things that are going to do that as well without being a musket that shoots lead slugs. But yeah. Okay. You perform each. Let's just collect the books here. They're useful. And that's our first artifact in this run. Kinda neat, but not fantastic, I would say. All right. So we're good here. Let me just explore the rest of this floor before we are done. Have I leveled up? Yes, I have. But I've already spent the points I wanted to spend. So let's get that stuff. We're going to go to Gridgate next, just to get that out of the way. I'll probably just do Golgotha real quick. Golgotha isn't, at this point with this character, Golgotha is not going to be much of a problem. Although, do I have honey? I think I might not have any honey. I don't have honey. Okay, we're going to have to find some honey first. Could check all the traders in the different towns. Okay, that's it. So let's get out of here. I think the Rusted Archway, I think there's bears in there, isn't there? I think we might find some honey there. I'm not sure. I don't know. Well, let's go to the Rusted Archway. That's usually... Oops, I'm famished. The Rusted Archway is usually just a thing that is good for Truekin, because you find guaranteed cybernetics there. But yeah, let's go there real quick. I'm lost. Okay. No, don't. Let me quickly check. Change a few maps to hopefully regain my bearings. Oh, there's a Snapjaw boss. Can farm some reputation from that. Let me take a look at you. Hated by insects. Oh, that's fantastic. Ooh, that's a jackpot. Hated by insects is something that you want. Disliked by Ezra is also alright. But hated by insects is incredible. Minus 255, so we need 55 more reputation to become neutral with insects. And being neutral with insects is extremely useful in this game. There's a few reasons for that. Namely mirror bugs and gamma moths. Both are bad in the deep underground. And insect reputation is one of the reputations that can really help you if you get that up. The other one is robot reputation. Robot reputation is also very good. I mean, all reputation is good, but there's some that will make a lot of things a lot easier. And that's one of them. So, one reputation increase is usually not enough, because they start out hating you. But we're gonna get as much insect reputation as we can get. Okay, that's alright. Already regained our bearings, but let me just quickly check the rest of this map. Okay, that's enough. Okay, good. Ah, that was great. That was great. Thank you for... Oh god, lost again. Thank you for becoming lost, my friend. Sometimes... You know, sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. This time it was. Getting us some insect reputation. Gaming the reputation system is definitely something that can give you a good leg up in this game. Not something you need to do. It can make things a lot easier for yourself by doing that. Alright. Quickly dig through the trash. Here we go. We're lost. Are we still lost? Yes, we're lost. The Grove of the Leaf in Turquoise. That is a star apple farm. So now we can talk to them and get ourselves some directions. Buddy, where are you? Just need to be careful not to look at the daughter. If that's still in the game. I don't know if that is actually still in the game, but it used to be. Yeah, that's fine. Good. Let's go to the Rusted Archway. Again, this is just a little detour. As a mutated human, there's not as much incentive to go here. We're just going to do it to get it out of the way, essentially. What have you seen? Skunk, okay. All right. Boom. Yeah. All right. Let's quickly explore that. Find the stairs down. Again, maybe we can find some honey. Oops, there is a chain gun turret, which you always kind of find here. I think we have enough water skins. Chainmail. What am I wearing? Plate mail. We're gonna... I'm going AV over everything. So I don't care about DV. I'm taking every trade-off I can. Every DV trade-off I can to increase AV, essentially. Okay. There's the stairs, and we're famished. Alright. Usually find a bunch of bear jerky. Let's do that. And yeah, no, that is our basic recipe. Haven't actually created any recipes yet. A bit late to the party with that, but that's okay. All right. Come on. All right. Good. Come on. All right. Oops. Was that a slug snout? No, a kudzu symbiote. A boar that was a kudzu symbiote, so it did not have any ranged attacks. I was kind of confused by that. And sometimes if you are in a rusty area, that can be the case, and I think we are, right? Oh yeah, right, Rust Field and Rusted Archway. So we have the Rusted Archway, we're in the Rusted Archway, but this is also a Rust Field, which means that it has the biome modifier of being rusty as well. So it's double rusty, essentially. Yay. Which means it has a bunch of kudzus in it. Now we're out of that, so that's good. Alright. Kudzus aren't great. They can rust your stuff. They're not horrible, but they're annoying. Okay. Again, let's murder everything and see whether we can find some honey or something like that. You know, and we're going to pick up the implants that we find down here just because they make for decent trade goods. That's usually, you know, that's when you're playing mutated human, that's the only reason to pick them up, is because they usually sell for a relatively pretty penny before you find like a lot of proper trade goods. So you can use that pretty well as sort of trade items early on in this game. Okay. One issue is when we're shooting everything with laser guns is we're not creating corpses. So we're not getting a lot of jerky out of this. At some point we might have to, you know what? Let's kill the boars in the old-fashioned bump combat way, so that I may actually butcher a corpse or two. Hasn't dropped one yet. Right. You use butchery in order to get the meats, but you can only get the meats if there's a corpse, and if you're using energy weapons, it just drops them into ashes. So can't get any meat out of ashes. Alright. Oh, there's a... Quickly. 3 pairs of Zetachrome pumps. Zetachrome is the highest tier of equipment. We're not gonna find Zetachrome pumps anytime soon. Zetachrome stuff you find level 30 underground and beyond. That's where you find, well, sometimes like from level 25 on you can find them, but they're extremely rare. It has been made even more rare with a patch at some point, so we're not gonna get that anytime soon. So these beetles here, those things, they... Oh, phase shift grenade. Sure, learn that, why not? Let's get that. Let's disassemble that. Here we go. Yeah. You know, they give you a quest, and these quests are sometimes pretty lucrative because they can give you, like this set, enhanced prowess. That could be mutation points, I believe, or like attribute points or skill points, like any of that. So, you know, and that stuff is not infinite in this game. So it potentially is infinite because of that, but sturdy snakeskin armlet. What am I using? I'm still using the iron buckler. You know what? We're not gonna... Iron buckler is not great anyways. We're gonna do this right now because we're not great at shields yet, and once we get to a proper shield, like a carbide shield or something like that, we're gonna do that. For now, let's use the snakeskin armlets, which gives us a bit of additional... Oh yeah, I'm no aristocrat, I know. Where is the... Ah, the cybernetics rack, there it is. Carbide handbones, that's a good one. Reactive cranial plating, what does that do? Cannot be dazed or stunned. Oh, that's also pretty neat. Let's pick that up, that's not too heavy. And we can probably... Yes, and let's get that. That weighs nothing, which is perfect. We can probably sell that. The other one was 15 pounds of weight. I'm not into that. Same for the cybernetic credits. They also sell for good money. And they don't weigh anything, so, you know. I like to collect them, even if I'm not Truekin. Even as a mutated human, you cannot use cybernetics. And that's the reason. Well, that stuff is not directly useful. Okay. That's it, huh? Nothing in that. Okay, that's it. No honey. We're gonna find some honey. We need to get some honey before we go to Golgotha. I don't want any stupid illnesses. You can get rid of them. I have gotten rid of illnesses, but... or cure them, rather. But, not into that. We could do Kyakukia first. Let's go to Gridgate, let's get that over with, trade with them, get the Gridgate recoiler, and then we could do the historic site here maybe. You need to be careful about that. Historic sites can be very dangerous, especially beyond sort of the first one. Although this would have, like if I had gone here a bit earlier in the game, this would have killed me. Like the boss would have destroyed me. Yeah, if we didn't, I did a bit of a detour in the underground to get myself some laser pistols. And if I hadn't done that, that would not have worked out. So, things be dangerous. Ruins nearby? Yeah, sure, why not? Forgotten ruins. Okay. Usually in these ruins in the desert canyons, there's not much going on. Oops. Sorry for mouse cursor. Sorry for mouse cursor crimes that we're committing over here. Alright. Oh, there's a shaft to drop down into, which we're not going to do. Because we will probably have to recoil out of it again to get out of it. So, let's not do that. I'm lost. Okay. Lost in the flower fields. Oh dear, that's a robot, right? Yep. You know what? We're not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight you. I am not gonna fight you. Don't have rebuke robot and as well, so we can't. You can use those, if you have Rebuke Robot as a Truekin, you can use those to get robot reputation. Since we don't, we're just going to avoid that, because I don't want to get negative reputation with robots. Alright, we're in the jungle. There we go, there we have the goat folk. Which is pretty good at this point, actually. That gives us a lot of experience. Just have to be careful about the sowers. And let me see, maybe we can actually find... Sometimes you can find some, at this point, decent equipment. Like we might take the strange plant. The strange plant is the sower seed. We're going to pick a few of them up for Golgotha. Because it's kind of useful to have something that blows up. Those are essentially like little explosive grenades, and you can use that to remove some of the goop that makes you sick in Golgotha. So I like to have like 10 or so, around 10 of these before I go to Golgotha. It's not necessary, or like not mandatory rather, but it's kind of nice to have. Obsidian crease. And there's the stairs down. Which is kind of cool. Are we still lost? Yeah, we're still lost. You know what? Let's go down. I'm not going to go much beyond this. I'm just gonna check out this map here. Kill that slumberling. Yeah, that's some good experience at this point. Oh, that's a bark biter. That might be... There might be some honey nearby. Sometimes you get like these honey pools when you have bark biters. Did get a level up though. Okay, so that is over. We can't do that yet. Yes, I'm going to save up 4 points to get another mutation, and let's hope we get something good. If we don't get some, if we get something not good, then that is actually also fine. All right. Yeah. No. Oopsie daisy. I've Windows keyed my game. Yep, slumberlings are pretty good at this point. I can relatively safely kill them, although that was a bit more damage than I would have wanted. Need to do this a bit more properly the next time. But yeah. And you know, that's like 500 XP or something at this point, so that's pretty good. And again, pretty early on, we're not even level 20 yet. So... need to keep in mind, we're actually pretty strong for our level here. Something is teleporting around. I wonder if there's voiders here or if it's something else. Oh. We got a group of centipedes. Yep, there's that. No. Oh, it's all these yonder brushes, right. Right, no voiders here, it's fine, let's continue. Let's hope we regain our bearings, but you know what? Fighting in the jungle for a bit is not that bad. Like killing some goat folk and some other things. It will get us to level 20 relatively quickly. So, yeah, that's decent. Then we go to Grid Gate, and we do our thing. A Grid Gate. Essentially, we just want the recoiler and the quest. Oh, there's a goat folk village here. So let's commit horrifying acts. I'm gonna murder this village. Goat folk bully. Coward battling chain boots. What do I have? Oh, I have crocossins in the other one. Okay. So the chain boots are actually useful. We always need 2 pairs of boots. Elastine gloves. What do I have? What do I have? Steel gauntlets, right. Elastine, no. We don't want the elastine stuff. Okay, another salt upper mandible. Sure, let's equip that in the offhand. And I can actually use this to disassemble the Issachar. Okay, a bunch of carbide longswords. That's okay. Alright, good. That's a sower. Don't blow me up. Like, blow me up a little bit, but don't completely blow me up. Yeah, through all their sower seeds. Hey, that's a fix-it spray foam. Why not? Yeah, there's some folks in there. Just all walled in. Carbide battle axe. Obsidian crease. No. Let me just quickly treat these as scrap. So they get automatically disassembled. Perfect. Let me see, this might be fresh water here. Yes. Let's collect that liquid. I like to be around like 200. We regained our bearings, but you know what? Let's move north. Like this. Quillipede, yeah. Again, at this point it's actually kind of useful to murder a bunch of things in the jungle. Okay. Hey. I need to drink something real quick. All right. doesn't seem to be anywhere else to explore. Sure, jungle surface. Okay, let's do one more jungle map and then just walk north. It's fine. We don't need to spend forever in here. There's nothing here. Maybe one more. I don't know. We're gonna be in the jungle enough. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go here. Yay, grid gate. Here we go. Oops, sorry about destroying you, robot friend, but you were in the way. So, we're just gonna quickly clear out everything here again, because we're gonna probably walk up and down this a lot, so I like to just clean up the mess, essentially. Also, there's something else I want to do. Since we already have the Ezra recoiler, I'm gonna go and harvest myself a banana so that we can learn to build a few things. Namely, salve injectors. Okay. Sorry, Gridgate folks, for destroying your way droids, but I just don't know any better. Okay. Anything else to explore here? Let's quickly explore the rest. All right. That's it. Let's go down. Go down into the depths of Gridgate. So yeah, but generally, I'm going to do a run of Caves of Mine Sundering, but they drop quickly. Yes, that's usually not a problem. If you're good at ranged combat, they can really catch you out if you don't have ranged weaponry. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to do a run in Caves of Qud from time to time, but it's not going to be as much as I used to. You know, like this was my main game for a while, and right now, that's okay. Okay, if I don't dive into this head first. And play nothing else for a while. But it's still like, it's comfy for me to play this. It's comfy to stream this. Right? Like I've streamed so much of this game. It's just nice. It's just nice. Okay. Ah, there you are. Asshole. Templar Squire. Ridiculous. And my camera has turned off. That's not good. That's not something that I want. Okay, I'll have to deal with that real quick. Did it get hot? Usually shouldn't just turn off. And it hasn't done that before. Made some tests with it, but that has not happened. Sorry about this. I need to fix this real quick. If this happens regularly, and it's not a big problem, but now I need to turn on the mode. USB mode. Yeah. That's one of the things that can happen, unfortunately. There we go. That's the connection here. That's where a webcam is good. Because with the webcam you don't have to deal with this nonsense. Yeah, okay, and there's my face again. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Steel boots, steel plate mail, what is this? Flashbang grenade. Fungicide, these are all Mark 1. Okay, we have a steel shield. I'm going to equip the shield. Yeah. We're gonna go shields now. Slumbering dice. Is that a stun rod? Yes, it is. Just going to take that apart. Disassemble that stuff. That's a blaze injector. Nice. Blaze it. Here we go. And the camera turning off, I don't know if I appreciate that, but okay. We're gonna see. It was fine. How long have I been streaming? 50 minutes. Like, if it happens sometimes, I can deal with it. Like, the quality is so much better that I don't really mind. Okay. Oh. Another novice of the Sightless Way. Good thing that we are a gunslinger and can just sling guns. Essentially. Okay. And let's go down. Again, I'm just clearing out these levels so we can go in and out of here without hassle. This is essentially just one of the regular towns, one of the towns we want to go to and from as we please. So, yep, there that is. Oh, there's that. There that is. Jesus Christ, Jay. Okay. Shooting everything. Yeah, but we have to go to and from. 6 defoliant pumps. That's splendid vestment. Splendid vestment can be good. Defoliant pumps might not be impossible, but it's not like a common item. Not sure about this. Okay, we're gonna see. And again, the Zetachrome pumps. Once we get into the deep underground, we might get some Zetachrome pumps. But that's a long way off. Okay. Here we go. Here we are at Gridgate. Hey, friends. More than a willing spirit. Here we go. And let's trade with Maffeo. Hey, Maffeo. Oops. Let's trade. Let me see. Small stone. That's going to be the recoiler. Data disk for a spiral borer. I want that. I'm going to get one of those. Yeah, the rest is fine. And 19 grams of honey. Okay. We have some stuff to buy, but we have also some stuff to sell, so that's okay. I have a lot of these. I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to keep one jacked nano-pneumatic jackhammer because you can use these to get through walls really good. Yeah, let's do that. We have enough stuff. Sword-spangled cannon. We're going to keep that for the time being, but we might not keep that around. A gemstone. Oh, we have 4 of these gemstones. Yeah, that's almost enough. Yeah, let's use those. We're going to keep the books, I think, because we can trade them for experience points later on. I have 15 Dreadroot tubers again. Yeah, we need to get ourselves a banana. Okay, yeah, let's do a few books. Like that. Like that. Yeah. Trade complete. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So small stone, that is the Gridgate recoiler that I wanted. That's Sandals of the Rowives. I don't need that. I can disassemble this. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, spiral borer. That's Tinker 2 as well, right? Yeah. But I do want to be able to build spiral borers at some point, because that will allow us to go pretty deep into the underground pretty easily. And once we can build them, like the Tinker Bits requirements aren't that bad, so yeah, it's pretty good if you know how to build them. Okay, let me see, we're going to keep that. Yes, let's disassemble those. Here we go. Let's keep the tattoo gun for now. You don't really need to, because yeah, okay, fine, because you get a tattoo gun once you need the tattoo gun. So are we hungry? No, we're sated. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the Ezra recoiler, and we're going to recoil ourselves to Ezra. Activate. You are transported. Here we go. Let me quickly check with the traders. Like, you can get some high level stuff here, but it's obviously extremely expensive. But going to Ezra early is not that bad, actually. Oh, carbide shield. You know what? I'm going to get that. Getting to Ezra early is pretty good, actually. Can net you some good stuff. Okay, carbide shield. So, since we're already rolling with a shield, we're gonna get the shield skills. Any interesting games I'm thinking of playing next? Sorry, I didn't see that. You know, I've got kind of into DCSS, Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, recently. I'm going to play that some more. I'm going to play a bunch of retro games, or like old computer games. I have some stuff on the docket for that. I played Jazz Jackrabbit 2 recently, but I think playing a platformer is not that fun to stream. So I might do other stuff, like more sort of RPG strategy kind of things. Let's see what that will be. You know, I have some things on the docket that I want to play. I will probably play some roguelikes, always play some roguelikes, and sort of intersperse little things that are kind of one-off things that I can just, you know, play and finish. Play all the way through and finish. And then drop. Let me see. Data disk. Yeah, okay, those are not good. But that's alright. Yes, they have removed the food system a long time ago, and it's good for that game. The game does not need the food clock. Like, it was just a stupid maintenance thing. It wasn't really actually, it didn't really add challenge, and it didn't really add sort of urgency, because you could like always butcher everything and find so much food. So them removing the system was a great idea, but it hasn't been in the game for a few years at this point. So like Caves of Qud, they did a similar thing, right? They completely rejiggered the food system. It used to be that you actually had to collect food and eat the food, and it cost inventory space, like it actually weighed something. Let me just quickly check the murals, yeah. Right, it used to actually cost inventory space, so it was purely a maintenance thing, and they changed the food system so that you can always make food in this game, right? So it's purely a positive system. It's something that you do to get a buff. It's not something that you have to maintain to not die. And I think for this game, this was a great idea. For some games, the food clock works, right? For Rogue, it works. If you play like Rogue or NetHack, those games kind of need the food clock because it makes them more interesting. It makes them, you actually have to, you know. But for this game, I think it doesn't make any sense. And for DCSS as well. I think for DCSS, it didn't make any sense. Okay, what we're going to do right now is we're going to try to get a banana. We have to be a bit careful here because we might run into something, into some dangerous stuff. I don't think I want to be in the Red Death Dakar, for example. Get us a bunch of XP, which is good. But we need to be careful not to get caught in them. So if we find them, I'm going to shoot them dead. Yep, I'm in them. Ah, no, that's not good. Let me see, can I get out? Okay, it does work, it does. I think we're doing more damage than we're taking. Okay, it's not that bad. Alright, got ourselves a banana. Let's get a few bananas before we continue. You know, can farm a bit of XP from the Red Death Daggers. Get ourselves to level 20, why not? Oh, that's another. Oh, that's another. Let's be a bit careful here. It was also like the banana farmer. And I don't... Okay, my camera turned off again. That isn't great. You know what? I'm just going to turn that off for now. And I'm gonna... It might be... It's pretty hot today. So it might be overheating. You know, and I have the light directly next to it. Well, that might not be a good thing. So maybe... Okay, that's something I have to think about for the future. For future streams. Yesterday I just did some testing. And I record myself for like... I just started a recording and just recorded that for like 3 hours. Like not a video that would ever be, you know, just me doing stuff on the computer. And that worked fine, so for 3 hours or something. So it might be that it is too hot. Yeah, the camera is warm, but it's not super hot. Okay, that's something I'll have to think about. Okay, swift blocking. Yeah, we're gonna go through the blocking tree. Staggering block is also pretty good. You kind of want all of these. Shield wall you usually don't get, because we have 13 willpower. We're never gonna get the willpower to do that. Okay. It's still 600, okay. Like even at level 20. Huh. Yeah, pretty lucrative to tear through the banana grove right now. But, you know, we're not gonna power level too much here. It's not particularly useful. Oops. Sorry, mate. But, give me your bananas. Okay. Alright, let's quickly explore the rest of this. I'm just going to clear out this map. Why not? Having those laser pistols does a lot. Like, we can definitely punch above our weight right now. That's pretty good. Hey, I think I'm going to murder the other banana ranger. Sorry, mate, but there we go. Banana, sun-dried banana. Hey, and a floating glow sphere. Nice. I already have one, so... Are we inspired? Yes, we are. You know what? Since we're inspired right now, I'm going to try to get the recipe for illness. Let's do boar jerky. Eat the meal. Saves versus disease. That's what I want, actually. Yes, that's the one that I want. Good, fantastic. So we did that. We're gonna eat a banana soon. Okay. All right, that's that. Let me quickly walk back to Joppa. That's low at this point, but we have enough cells. Let's put in the fidget cell and go here. Yes, Archive has restocked. Let me just quickly check with you. What do you have? Coprocessor, counterweighted and overloaded. These are all pretty nice. Counterweighted, that's a bonus. Yeah, I do want that. Coprocessor. These are all fun. I am going to get those. Why not? Why not? We can get more books. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. All right. Let me see. So this is... Yeah, that's Tinker 2. We can probably learn this, right? That's also Tinker 2. Okay. These are all Tinker 2. We're at 22 intelligence. We need 23 for Tinker 2. Okay. Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. So we have the disease thing. So, yeah. Well, let me just quickly, before we do that, we're going to go to the other village. Here. And just quickly check with the village tinkerer here. Maybe you have something interesting too. Jacked! Yes, 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 yes. Ah, fantastic. Good. Hey. Oh, this is good. This is going somewhere, folks. The last time I played this character, like my best run yet, I didn't have the jacked modification. Now I do. Now I do, folks. Now I do. Ooh, that's good. Learn. Oh, that's also Tinker 2. Okay, fine. We have the data disk. Sometimes things are working out fine. Okay, I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to turn my camera back on. I'm going to try that again. Mode. USB streaming. Here we go. That's my face. Let's jack that in. Are we here? Is that good? That seems to be good. And where's my face? No, that's my wrong face. I have to just quickly do that, which is weird. And there's my face again. Okay. All right. Let's see how long that goes. Yeah, I think it's pretty hot in here and that it's just kind of overheating a bit. I've heard that this could happen. But yeah, maybe I need to actually Rube Goldberg my way to a cooler camera. Put a fan there or something. Okay. Oh, that is fantastic. That is so good, folks. We're in business. We're definitely in business. So, now that we have the honey recipe, I am going to install a cell in this. We're going to go over to Gridgate and we're going to go to Golgotha. Hope we can get through Golgotha without getting anything super terrible. Which should work. Oh, we're hungry again. You know what? We're going to do the banana thing for now. Anything exotic? No. Nope. Cook from a recipe. No. Choose ingredients. So we're going to cook with banana. Let's do beetle jerky here. Eat the meal. Psychometry at level 2. Here we go. The reason why I want that is it allows me to build self-injectors. Or like any injectors. So let me quickly... Can we do this? Hey, we can build tattoo guns. Why not? Yeah, these don't work. Droid Scrambler? Yeah, sure, why not? But these are the ones that are important. So, Uber Nostrum, Skulk, Shade Oil, Salve, Hulk Honey, Blaze. So I've deposited a whole bunch of Dreadroot tubers in... A whole bunch of Dreadroot tubers in... Chopper. So we're gonna use those for that later. Okay. Chem cell. Let's learn how to build a chem cell. And that's that, I think, for now. That's fine. Okay, let me see. So, Uber Nostrum. We do have a Lover's Blossom, but we need some nanomaterials for that, and we don't yet have any nanomaterials because we haven't gone too deep yet. But we can build a few self-injectors because I am carrying with me a bunch of Dreadroot tubers. So we're just going to do that until we run out. Here we go. And now, let's go to Golgotha. Not like we need them for that specifically, but just did that just now. Okay, you know what? Let's go. We're going to do this on foot. How about that? All right, big ol' murder. Okay, 187 is not that good, but it's okay. In terms of XP, I mean. You know, we're hitting the diminishing returns for the goat folk at this point. Well, that's alright. Okay. You know, sometimes you run into fun stuff in the jungle. Oh, like this, another goat folk village. So it's atrocity time. It seems to be deserted though. No, there's one. Okay, that's another sower seed. That's good. I actually wanted one or two more. Ape fur hat. What am I using? It's a luster and skull cap. What was the ape fur hat again? Oh no, that's just one. Okay. Oh, there's a shaman. Oh, can do laser eyes. Which will always hit me. Laser eyes do not miss. Because you can just look at things and laser them. So, can never miss with laser eyes. Which is pretty cool as well, if you're playing a mental mutation character. Laser eyes are pretty great. Or light manipulation. It's not great starting out. It takes a while to get really good, but it becomes really good. It also does a ton of damage once you have that in the higher ranges of mutation. Yeah, so beyond level 10. Because with the ego bonus you can get that much higher than 10. But yeah. Ah, you know what? Fuck. I'm too lazy for this. Let's go to Golgotha this way. Here we go. Travel to Golgotha. Here we go. Let me quickly explore the surface. Just for OCD purposes. We're hungry again, which is very good, which means we can cook our anti-disease recipe. Before we do that, let's kill that slumberling. Here we go. Alright. Cook from a recipe. Saves versus disease. Here we go. And here we go. Let's enter Golgotha. Oh, another chewed crab. Crab, not crab. Kinda don't want to swim through the garbage here, but I think that's just a puddle, right? Yeah, it's just a puddle. It's fine. Okay. Alright. Sounds scary, but isn't actually all that scary, so right, we're at the chewed crab entrance. Isn't actually that bad. Nope. We're oozing. That happens down here. It's okay. I guess we don't swim in the stuff. Salty sludgy, yeah, sure. Oh, there's a black gel there. Oh. Stunned for the turn. I don't like that. Okay, let's Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? Fucking shoot crabs. Health has dropped below 40%. That will happen. Okay. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. It is actually fine. You know what? I'm just going to use one of the many self-injectors that I have. It's not bad. Like, we're not in any actual danger here. I just want to make sure. Soothing tingle fades. That's okay. And we're down here. All right. Okay. Oops, no, that's actually not what I wanted. That was a thermal grenade. Remove. Sower's seed. So let's throw that there. Okay. Oh. Kill the black ooze. It's not ooze, actually, it's gel. Oh, there's Aggle. Oh, Aggle? The slug. Not Aggle is something different in this game. Slug. Here we go. Despised by mollusks, daughters of exile. Those are the peeps up in Ezra. And that's that. Okay. We're gonna go through here. There's a banana tree down here. And there is the Waydroid that we're actually looking for. So we're actually kind of done here. We don't need to actually explore any more of this. And I'm not. So let's be done with that. And get back to Gridgate. You are transported. Do I have... No. Okay, it's fine. Oh. I forgot. I need to repair that thing. Where is it? Tools, no. Miscellaneous. Miscellaneous repair. Here we go. 250. We're oozing and gooey and all kinds of disgusting, but that's okay. Yes. And here we go. Hey buddy, I return from the thing. Okay, complete the quest step. We get a few grenades from that. Decoding the signal. We got decoding the signal, that's good. Let me quickly check with you. Denizens of Id-Freehold, Isachari tribe. The Id-Free... They all don't like to not have been admitted to Gridgate. That's actually nice. Okay. Okay, decoding the signal. Let's do that. We need to talk to Kyogol first. Sometimes I forget that. Hated by the villagers of Kyakukia. Admired by the Swardim. No. Admired by the Swardim is kind of nice, but... Hortensa. Let me quickly check what you have. You have flaming. You have padded and spiked. I think I might want those. I've gotten rid of a lot of my books at this point, so... Yeah, I don't really have that many trade goods. So maybe we don't do that just yet. Padded, I think I already have padded. Nanon, that's Tinker 3. We're never going to get Tinker 3. Has a chance to dismember on penetration. That's actually pretty good. That's actually really awesome. But Tinker 3, no. Metered is just for cells. We don't really need that. So let's not. Did I trade with you? Flashbang and time dilation. Okay. We have a bunch of grenades that we can learn to build. Mark III grenades. That's extremely useful, actually. We can raid the medicine cabinet. Yep. Yep. And we're gonna get ourselves a jack chain laser, if that still works. I hope that still works. Let's close all those doors here. And let's try it. Swipe. Didn't work. It is powered off. Swipe. Drops the artifact. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's get that. That's a chain laser. Jacked chain laser. Lacquered jacket, yeah. A lacquered jacked chain laser. That's a hard thing to say. It's a heavy weapon, but it's good. It is infinite laser chain nonsense. 9 1d12, right? It does more damage and has higher penetration than the laser pistols, so that's what we're going to use for the time being. We don't have any pistol skill, we don't have any heavy weapon skills, which we're going to get for the next bit. Did that reduce move speed? Or what did that do again? I always forget what the penalty for heavy weapons is. Half their weight? No movement penalty while wielding a heavy weapon. So we do have a movement penalty. Move speed 275. I mean, our move speed is ridiculous anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you get a movement penalty. Since we have multiple legs, that actually does not really matter. So yeah, chain laser. Chain laser. So we can check that out a little bit. Go downstairs. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, that is so good. The chain laser is going to be really good for a long time, actually. So, yeah. Alright. This run is officially in business. Next thing is Bethesda Souza. I might want to get some code resistance for that before we do that. Might do some other things first. Yeah, we might do some other things first before we go to Bethesda Souza. But yeah, I think for today I might be done. If you like what I do, if you like my streams, consider following me on Twitch and maybe on YouTube. That's youtube.com/anotherdying. I tend to upload my VODs and some additional things on there. You know, some additional sort of recordings that I've just done that are not streams. Or like slightly edited videos. I wanted to get into that some more. So you might find that on youtube.com/anotherdying. Or, you know, catch me on Twitch, where I play roguelikes and old games usually. And that's kind of the thing, kind of a retro gaming roguelike-ish channel. Old games mean mostly computer games, mostly PC stuff, but, you know, mostly just things I'm interested in. In any case, thank you, Gwelengu, for hanging out. And see you all next time. Bye.